We are Paul and Erin Barrett. We've been St. Joe parishioners for 16 years. We have 2 children, both graduated from St. Joe. Ben is now a senior at St. James, and Abby is a sophomore at St. James.
Hi, my name is Joe Jarris. This is my wife, Tricia. We've been parishioners for 16 years at St. Joseph. We have 2 children, Lauren, who's 32 years old, and Ryan, who is 20 years old. And Ryan grew up going to St. Joseph school. And
Steve and Mary Beth Smith. We're pretty new members at St. Joe. We've been here for about a year and a half, and so far love it.
Jeff and Joanne Lavery. I've been a member since 1968, and then the family's been a member since we moved back in '94. I had both our daughters went to school here, and they're in college now. But
This is my wife Jo, and I'm Ed Cronin. We've been members of St. Joseph Parish. It will be 50 years in September. We came here in September of 1969. And we raised 3 children in the parish. They went to grade school and high school here. And they got a great Catholic education here.
Lori Barrett. We have been in the parish over 23 years. We have 4 children. They range from 23 to 16, and they all did go to St. Joseph grade school. And we love St. Joseph Parish because it feels like home. And
Greg Nachbar, I've been in this parish all my life.
I'm Melissa Nachbar, and I've also been in this parish all my life, and we have 3 grown children.
And I'm Carol Schemmel.
And yes, we have 9 children.
And we moved here in 1972 when we just had 2 children.
Yeah, and they've all gone through the St. Joe school here.
We are blessed in so many ways that we need to get back. And listening to the Archbishop saying that he wants to accomplish these goals before he retires in a few years, it really hit home. We have a lot of priests that are friends of ours that are getting to the age of retirement. Would like to have a nice place for them, also to fund their pension so they can retire in comfort.
Cool.
about the priest retirement center, I feel like these priests have given everything and have dedicated their lives, and so being able to kind of give something back to them as they kind of reach their golden years, and much like they're the shepherd or the father, just like with your own parents, you want to make sure as they hit their golden years that they're taken care of. So very excited about the funding that'll go toward that retirement center.
then I'd probably say the Savior Pastoral Center. Having our son Ryan go through so many different events and activities there. We ourselves have been there and participated as well. It's a center that benefits so many people, both from young to old. And so I think as we continue to grow as a faith family with evangelization, encounters, retreats, all of those types of things, it is important to have a place where we can gather.
Most excited about is actually the facility for the retired priests. We've only grown to understand over the last few years the challenges that priests come up against when they do retire, that they kind of have to make it on their own, and it's a challenge to them. And like I said before, we can't do enough for our priests. They've done things for us that we cannot repay them for.
Retirement home for the priests, and then also the Villa St. Francis portion, taking care of the elderly Catholics that don't have family that can help them.
I believe very much that we need to be taking care of our priests. Also, the Savior of the World Seminary with, I believe, 60, 70,000 people use that a year. I remember back in 1979, 1980, I would play basketball there. And so it really does need some rehab to it.
Actually, it's tough to come up with a favorite. There's several things that I think are really needed. We've been active at a number of different events out at Savior, and I think that's an important upgrade. It still feels like you're walking into the 1970s when you go into that building. So that's important. The new retirement facility for our priests, I think that's something that's been long overdue and is needed. We've had people we know out at Villa St. Francis and agree that's a facility that should be part of the Archdiocese, and it needs some upgrade.
There's a lot of good ones there, but the one I probably have most interest in is the priest retirement. They spent a lifetime serving us. And I think as parishioners and benefactors of their service, we can give something in return for their retirement.
It has to be, I know we've kind of reiterated that, but it's the retirement home for our priests that's most important to us. Like I said, giving back to them, they served us for so many years, and it's our chance to show our appreciation for that.
Say also too, it's going to go back towards the school. So again, having a child go through the school, it's such at the core of our community here, and I think being able to give them great facilities is going to be wonderful for them.
Making the rectory more advantageous for the older priests is a huge benefit as well. Allows them to stay involved in the community while we can also use their knowledge and services. So that's a big factor as well.
I go back to the school. Our kids just graduated from St. Joseph, and when I heard that some of those dollars are going to go towards a second level restroom for middle school, I know that will be wonderful for the teachers and students, along with possible recreation equipment in the back lot, because I know the kids have the pavement only, which is how our recesses went as children, and we survived, but that'll be something really cool that the kids can enjoy as well.
The renovation of the rectory, I think everyone will be happy to see that done. And also the evangelization project.
I'm really excited being a teacher that there'll be a playground for our kids. And that's something that's been talked about for many, many years. But I know that our families that attend our school will absolutely benefit from that, and they will love that.
And I believe the portion that goes back to the parish will just help pay off the debt that we have right now. It is important for our community here at St. Joe.
Definitely taking care of the rectory. It's been long overdue. And
that priest rectory, of course, when we found out how much money we were going to allocate for repairing and upgrading the rectory, I was frankly amazed at what a small number that was and what a modest request that was on the part of Father Scott. And so we need to take care of them. There are needs in the rectory, and I'm excited that those things are going to be done, and we'll even expand the residency there to the point where we may have another priest staying with us, even after retirement.